Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you all are doing good. As you can see on the thumbnail, that today I'm going to talk about the full moon in Capricorn, which we just had on July 21st or 22nd. I think July 21st. So, this full moon in Capricorn is basically completing the cycle of the full moon in Capricorn, which we had in June 2024, right? um, I don't remember the date of the full moon we had in June, but it was a cycle. It was a crucial cycle of which closed out a lot of um, karmic cycles in our life for for most of us who are on this spiritual journey of self healing, and also for others on many levels who are not on the spiritual path but are being pushed in various ways and various aspects of their life to close out cycles, whether it's in their work arena, whether it's relationships, whether it's career, whatever it may be. For each one of you, I'm sure you, if you notice and observe, many of you are already feeling the desire, okay, if you have not yet closed out any karmic cycle, but very soon you will see that you will be forced to embrace the new cycle. And the desire to embrace the new cycle which the Lionsgate is bringing to us, the Lionsgate on 8th August, which is a huge portal that brings a lot of positive energy on the earth plane. You will be forced to embrace the new cycle, but at the same time you are also going to be nudged to close out the previous old cycles. Now, if you have listened to my other audio messages on my channel, I had uploaded a message on why and how you should give yourself emotional closures, right? Why emotional closures are so important, and especially when you are not receiving any closure from someone external to you, okay, someone outside of you, you have to give that emotional closure to yourself. And it's very important on this self healing journey to learn how to do that. And this is also for other people who are listening to this audio message, or you have come across this message somehow. Please go back and have a look at that audio message, listen to it, especially when you are calm and there's no one around and you are absolutely spending time with yourself. Just sit calm in the stillness and try to absorb the weight of the message, okay? So it's there on my channel, you can go and have a look at it, okay? So if you have done that act of giving yourself the closure, which is also an act of self love and a way of showing love and compassion to yourself, which you have not received from the other person or from the people around you or from the community around you, it's an act of self love and you absolutely deserve it. So there is no way, there is no reason to feel guilty or to even explain why you have closed out a cycle with someone, okay? So if somebody is coming back with a question why you have closed out a cycle with them, why you are not returning, why you are not turning back, and why you are absolutely disinterested and are not willing to participate in any kind of drama, chaos, just um, you know the best thing is to not I would say not give too much explanation, but at the same time let them know that you prefer to have peace, rather than argue over the same things again and again. So if we are also about to move into the Mercury retrograde season, a time when Mercury is moving backwards. So there will be a lot of miscommunication during this time. We are already in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde, so it's preferable that you avoid speaking to people from the past, relationships that have broken off naturally, people who have left your life naturally, people with whom you were forced to close out connections, close out relations, whatever it may be for you, in whichever aspect of your life that may be. Consider it as a blessing, because what is coming for you next is very promising and very positive. But if you are still hanging and holding on to the past people, past situations, and past toxic habits and addictions, past old mindsets and belief systems, you will not be able to receive the positive blessings or the positive movement of energy that is now entering the earth. Okay, at least for the next 3 to 4 weeks you will be noticing this, and it's a huge portal that is opening up on the Lions Gate 888, which is also going to bring in a lot of energy of abundance, a feeling of joy, happiness, okay, that is associated with the constellation or the civilization of Lyra, okay, the galactic star civilization of Lyra. So the point of this audio message today, is to make sure that you are grounded and aligned with your higher self. You're aligned with your path, your journey, your spiritual practices. I'm sure the people who are being called to my channel are already way into their healing and awakening, and I don't need to get back to the basics. But here comes the twist, the message for the light workers, for the healers, for the way showers, for the wanderers, whatever you may call yourself, for the star seeds who have spiritually you have awakened, you're on your awakening journey. I don't know for how long, it will be different for all of you. The message that I have received, and I feel like I should share it, that is getting back to your spiritual basics. Okay, so what were the spiritual basics that your ancestors or your spiritual team, which is your guardian angels and ascended masters, that were there with you in the beginning of your spiritual healing journey, whatever you were taught or guided to do during your spiritual healing, early part of the spiritual healing journey, when you just stepped into dark night of the soul, and you were experiencing an ego death, and then you stepped into your self-healing journey step by step. What were the things that were taught to you? What were the guidance that you received from the universe? You're gonna have to reset your remembrance, or reset your let's say the tools and inventories that you have gathered along the way. So what happens is, when we are on the spiritual journey for a long time, we tend to forget the basics. It happens in in our normal physical life as well. When we are in the classroom, we are being taught something which was way back in the elementary. Sometimes we tend to forget that. Most of us forget it, right? Because those things eventually are not required. Whatever lessons or chapters we learn in our elementary school or in our middle school, they eventually are not required in practical application later on in life, right? So what happens is we tend to forget it. But here the message from the universe on this full moon in Capricorn this time is, after being on this self-healing journey for such a long time, what have you learned? So it's a time to take your like spiritual inventory, right? What have you learned? What Where are you right now energetically, in the energetic space? Where are you right now? Are you able to see the big picture of where you are? Okay, are you able to uh, you know move forward on your path? And with the are you able to get the guidance of which direction you should be going? Are you able to receive the guidance? Are you feeling lost? All of these things have to be taken into account, because whatever blessings and positive things are coming your way very soon, you will not be able to receive it, or at least you will not be able to get the messages or receive the messages of what is coming ahead if you are not in tune with your intuition, if you're not in tune with your guidance that you're receiving from the universe, if you're not energetically in tune with your higher self. Okay, if you're not incorporating the spiritual values which you had learned in the early part of your self-healing journey, you will not be in a good space in the coming days, because a lot of imbalances and lot of upheaval is going to show up in a major way in the coming months. And you being on the spiritual journey, if you have awakened spiritually, you will have to be the calm in the storm. All of us who are on the spiritual awakening journey, we are supposed to be the calm in the storm. We are supposed to be that healing force. We are supposed to be that force of love, force of light. Okay, divine light, divine love, divine truth, divine wisdom. This is what we are bringing back to the collective, which was lost. Okay, we are bringing back the connection to our hearts, which was lost long time ago. We are trying to awaken people to realize, to come back to self awareness of how they can become conscious of their thoughts, actions, intents, okay, on a day to day basis, through this spiritual practice of self healing, of of inner work, of shadow work, inner child healing, whatever you may call it, right? We are trying to bring back that connection to source, that organic direct connection to source. How can you have that, right? We are trying to awaken people to remember that we have forgotten that connection. So now it's time to strengthen that direct connection that you have with your heart, connected to your soul, and your soul which is connected, or your spirit which is connected to your higher self, right? And higher self is directly follows the instruction of source, or the prime creator, right? Or the god force within us, right? So if you're not in tune with that, then you will not be able to receive these messages. And here we are being asked to step up as soul leaders, right? Soul leaders who are supposed to lead the collective by means of uh, your spiritual gifts, your teachings, your act of healing, however it is getting channeled through you. Okay, so get back to your spiritual basics. And number two is to lighten your load. If you are taking up too much load, with this is in connection to your physical life responsibilities, or in connection to your spiritual path, practices, or spiritual business. If you have set up a business and you are inviting people to come to you to have access to your healing energy or to your healing practices, there also you have to make sure that you are, maintaining that art of balance, where you know where how to expend your energy, how to preserve your energy. So both goes hand in hand. So make sure that you are not taking up too much on your plate, more than you can handle for yourself. This is for all of you, whether you are out there, uh, uh, you know promoting your spiritual business or not. If you have just awakened and you have just stepped into your self healing journey, even then it's important to learn how to balance your physical life, your physical reality, with your spiritual reality, because our inner reality is very different from what is happening around us, right? But if you learn how to shift your inner reality, the outer reality will automatically fix itself. Okay, you just have to tweak a little bit here and there, and the rest will be handled by the universe. Okay, so you don't have to take up too much load physically, emotionally. This is not the time to take too much load physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. All of this is going to impact your healing journey, your healing connection. Okay, your healing practice or your gifts. Okay, the way you are sharing your gifts with the collective. This is for the healers I'm talking about. Okay, and even if you are on this new to the healing journey, you have to maintain this balance throughout your journey till the end of your life. Okay, this knowing, this inner knowing of when to take up responsibilities and when to release responsibilities, that is your understanding of your own energetic capacity. Okay, this is crucial in the spiritual path or in the spiritual journey. So lighten your load, is what I would like to say, and not take up more than you can handle for yourself energetically. Otherwise you will be feeling drained emotionally, physically, and then you will feel agitated, and that building of resentment and bitterness is what is going to come next. And you don't want that, because that again will lead you to the next emotion, which is anger. Okay, and if you have not yet developed a healthy practice of how to handle your anger, how to channel your anger, what is going to happen is eventually you're going to project that feeling of bitterness or feeling of emotion, being emotionally drained, energetically drained. Okay, the feeling of anger on your clients if you have a spiritual business, or on your if you're not in a spiritual business right now, maybe you're just a creator, right? You or maybe you're just doing a 9 to 5 job, and at the same time you're into self healing journey. So what is going to happen is you're going to project that anger onto your family, onto your children, onto your spouse, onto your colleagues, onto your boss. So all of this, you have to is coming from you. Nobody's doing anything. People will be who they want to be, right? But and you cannot control how they react or respond or show up in your reality. What you can manage and control is the way you respond and react to the external stimulations, right? That's the basic of spirituality. How can we be staying grounded and centered and neutral in our being, all the while experiencing all the external stimulations of the physical reality, right? So if your inner reality is in the right place, that's what your external reality is going to reflect. Okay, and also knowing what you're aligned to, right? Well, are you aligned with your truth? Is your daily practice or your daily routine or lifestyle aligned with your truth, your spiritual truth? Have you been able to connect to your soul truth of who you are? Have you been able to connect to your true soul identity? Okay, if that has not happened, again you are going to feel or experience a sense of fear, or a sense of feeling imbalanced or lost, or suddenly feeling like you're nowhere, you're not able to see the path ahead. Okay, feeling brain fogged. Okay, all of this can happen because that's what the full moon energy is going to bring up, not to scare you, but to these triggers that come up from your subconscious mind. Full moon actually amplifies that energy, and it will show up as uh, deep triggers, right? So the only way to handle these triggers is to just calm down and sit with them, and um, you know try to find out the root of these triggers, and try to heal the wounds. Try to face your fears head on. And journaling is the best way to handle the full moon and new moon energies, especially full moon, because it reflects back to you your deepest darkest fears, okay, your shadows, okay, all of that. It'll just reflect back to you. So it's shining a light right now. The full moon is shining the light on your deepest darkest fears. So there's nothing to fear. All you have to do is allow those triggers to come up, write them down, and then deal with them as it is, as you can, just throughout your day. Just make sure that you find a time for yourself, be it before going to sleep at night, or early in the morning when you're getting up, or somewhere during the midday. You can set aside at least 20 minutes for yourself to just calm down, and do some breathing exercise to heal your body, to calm your body down. And when your body starts feeling safe, that's when you can deal with these triggers in a healthy way, and not go back into a negative self talk, okay, which is quite possible during this time, because the full moon is actually showing you your insecurities, okay, the places where you feel not so good about yourself, okay. The self doubt is the first thing that's going to come up in this full moon automatically, because the moment uh, you come head on face to face with your weaknesses, okay, be it weakness in your physicality, weakness in your mental strength, weakness in your emotional balance, or weakness in your spiritual balance, whatever it may be, whatever the full moon is showing to you right now, don't go into negative self talk or into self doubt, okay, because that again is going down in a different direction. That's not where we want to go, right? We want to use the energy of this full moon, of what it is showing us, to deal with our triggers, our deepest darkest wounds, and actually be accountable for those wounds, of healing those wounds, and actively show up in understanding where those triggers are coming from, and finding a healthy way to handle those triggers. That is also your responsibility. That is not the responsibility of the people around you, or with the person who has triggered that fear or insecurity or self doubt within you, right? It is your responsibility to manage your response to the situation, or to the interaction, or the encounter that you had. So full moon right now is showing you your deepest darkest shadows, your weakness, the gaps and holes in your consciousness. So don't take it personally, whether it's coming from within you or from an outside person. Especially if you're not dealing it within you, it will actually show up in the form of a person, or in the form of a situation outside of you, right? So it's always better to sit during the full moon, sit calm and meditate, and automatically sometimes the universe will show you where you have to work on yourself, where you have to heal yourself, where you have not yet found a healthy way to channel your energy, right? So make sure that you are spending time with yourself during the full moon or during the new moon, right? Okay, so that was the message. Okay, next thing is define your normal. Okay, what was normal to us before the spiritual awakening journey started is not going to be the same of after we have stepped into our healing journey, where we are uprooting the old um, value system and belief system of the old world, right? The age of Pisces. We are leaving behind the age of Pisces and we are moving into the age of Aquarius, which is golden age. We are stepping into it. So now we cannot carry on our shoulders the social, the cultural, the religious, and the emotional or psychological programming of the old world. Okay, these are burdens which you have to now release. These are burdens which you have to unload, unpack. Okay, and you have to be willing to surrender, because you may feel that you are standing in between worlds right now. For many of us, that's the situation, because we have not yet entered the next level, and we are somewhere in between the worlds, right? Some of us have left the third dimension, the fourth dimension behind, and we are stepping onto the fifth dimension, but we are still on the brink. We have not yet crossed over into the fifth dimension, even though we have had the spiritual upgrade, right? So there are a few changes that needs to be made in your mindset, in your in the way you see things. Okay, the lens through which you see, interpret the information that you are receiving, and how you choose to act after processing that information which you are receiving from the outside world, right? All of that is shifting in this age of Aquarius, right? So it is on you now how you can change your mindset and leave behind the old the value system and the belief system of the old world, which kept us trapped, which kept us trapped in darkness, which kept us bondage to the physical world, and in lower dimensions of consciousness it kept us hooked into low vibrational tendencies or low vibrational um, thought process. Okay, all that has to be left behind. So this full moon is actually this full moon in Capricorn is trying to show you, have you done the work? Have you closed out the toxic karmic cycles that you were asked to in the beginning of your journey? Have you followed the advice? Have you made it through? Because the next part of the journey is going to push you into a lot of energetic upheaval. A lot of positive energies entering the earth through our central sun. Okay, so Sirius B, right, which is in the center of our galaxy. So that powerful energy, when it starts hitting the earth again through this portal which is opening up slowly and steadily, you're going to be nowhere. You're going to feel like you're nowhere. So it's best to deal with your fears and insecurities and all the gaps and the loopholes and the blind spots which you have not yet tended to. Okay, so do your homework before the portal starts opening up, so that you can receive once the the cobwebs or the darkness is cleared, or the fogginess gets cleared, or the confusion gets cleared. You will be able to receive the positive energies that the universe is bringing to you. So this full moon in Capricorn is about going back, furbishing your spiritual basics once again, whatever you have learned early on in your journey. Okay. And then also learning how to lighten your load, because we can't carry everyone with us in this new phase that is opening up right now. Okay, after the Lions Gate we are going to see a lot of changes happening in the physical world around us. Okay, be it in the society, in the community around us, or be in the world stage, we are going to see a lot of changes. So you have to be mentally prepared for it, right? And also spiritually prepared to handle that uh, you know that kind of energetic upheaval, right? Positive or negative, we are supposed to stay neutral, because only then we'll be able to observe situations and circumstances from all angles, from all perspectives, right? We can't uh, see it in a one dimensional way. We have to see situations and circumstances in a multi-dimensional way. That's what spirituality teaches us, right? That's what all the spiritual healing is all about, so that we acquire or remember. It's nothing to acquire though. We remember our ability to see situations in a multi-dimensional way, or in a in a higher perspective, right? But if the fogginess is still present, then you need to do some work on yourself. Okay, if the confusion and the fear and the insecurities about yourself is still present strongly, then you have to do some journaling. You have to declutter your physical space around you. You have to declutter your mind, and declutter what you're consuming emotionally, what you're absorbing emotionally from your environment, from the space that you are living in. All of this actually accounts to raising your vibration, raising your frequency. And the higher you raise your vibration frequency, the quicker you will be able to attract the miracles of the universe, right? And the miracles of the universe is not rare, it keeps happening every day. It's just that we don't have the eyes, or we have not developed the eyes to see those miracles and appreciate them, right? So be grateful for what you have right now, and be grateful for all the guidance that you have received from the universe, right, throughout this healing journey. And throughout this awakening journey. And a lot more is waiting for you, but you will not be able to receive it if you are not taking inventory of how far you have come, and what more work you need to do on yourself. Like, this is going to be the last finishing touches for most of us, a little bit of tweaking here and there, and I'm sure you will be good to go, and step into your next new cycle, which is going to be a abundant positive cycle. That's what we are dreaming for, that's what we are envisioning, that's what we are manifesting going forward, right? So yeah, get back to your spiritual basics, lighten and declutter your space within you and outside you, and define your own rules. Where are you right now? Who are you right now? Get to know yourself again. Okay, and that's why journaling is so important. Okay, so you can get back to your notes, just to check yourself how you have evolved and transitioned through various stages of the spiritual awakening or the self-healing journey, right? So yeah, take stock of what you have with you, take inventory of what tools you have gathered along your spiritual journey, and what more is left to be done, what more shadow work and healing is left to be done. Yeah, and having said that, we are not trying to become perfect humans. We are just trying to be self-conscious and aware of who we are now, right in this present moment. And is it aligned with Is my daily life aligned with where I envision myself to be, or who wish to become, or where I am intending to go? Are my intentions aligned? Are my thoughts, intentions, and vision aligned with where I wish to go, right? The direction. So make sure that you have done all of this homework before this portal opens up, and I hope you will be able to step into your next level in the journey in a more prepared and conscious way, right? So stay tuned for more messages like this, and I hope uh, you get to listen to the other audio messages which I have uploaded on my channel, because they were all important messages intended to help the collective. So do support the channel by hitting the like button, or you can subscribe to my channel to receive regular updates. And yes, ending the message here. Take care, everyone. Stay tuned.